Hi everyone, Dr. Marco. Welcome to this week's health tip. So I'm going to be talking about a tinnitus or tinnitus hack. That's something that might be able to help people. Your tinnitus or tinnitus, however you want to call it. People commonly call it ringing in the ears, but it's not always ringing. People hear funny sounds, buzzing sounds, whooshing sounds. There's all sorts of things. So basically, it's the perception of a sound without an auditory input. Like if people plug their ears and they can still hear it. So there's a lot of different ideas of why it happens. Some people have had, external too much sound that kind of damaged the cochlea in the ear. Some people say it's produced by the brain itself, neuroplasticity, like certain loops in the brain that just keep going and going. They're hyper-facilitated and just keep firing all the time, even though there isn't an input. Neurotoxins from viruses and all that stuff get into the cochlea and cause problems, all sorts of things. So nobody really knows for sure. But there's a hack that we found. We call it the Reddit hack. That was on the website Reddit. They just kind of showed it one time. And they say about half the people that do it kind of get some relief either immediately or within like an hour or two of doing this specific little thing. So there's a specific way you're going to put your fingers, and you have to do this movement in a very specific way. So I'm going to show you a little clip right now, just following this of how you're actually supposed to do it. Okay, so basically that maneuver has to be done on the back of your skull. So there's a couple of things. It's really important. You actually have to plug your ears. So we're trying to eliminate external sounds, and we want this to go through what we call bone conduction. So bone conduction into your brain has a different input than the sound coming in your ears. And conceptually, it might actually help inhibit those hyper-facilitated areas that are just firing all the time in your brain, causing the sound sensation. So you have to do it about 30 times, I think. So I'll show you what it looks like. So this is how it goes. So this finger rests on your occiput, and you're snapping with your index fingers because you can get good force there. So ears are plugged. These fingers are there, and you're putting them here and going like that. You have to do it pretty forcefully, so you should hear like a good boom, boom, boom into your head. So like about 30 times, and that can start to fatigue out the neurons or cause inhibition or slow down, like help other neurons block the ones that are making that sensation. So like I said, it won't help everybody, but it might help quite a few people that have it, or even at least even temporarily. But there are some people that have said, they did it a few times and it totally went away, or they had to do it repeated a number of times and it caused less and less. So regardless, obviously, the other things you want to do, with chiropractic, I've been adjusting a lot of people, and a lot of people have to get their upper part of their head adjusted, the occiput specifically, nerves coming out here that can have an influence into the ears and just generally affecting the brain health and making sure the health of the brain is working properly, because anytime you put in specific inputs into the vertebrae, that can send the right stimulation into the brain to kind of globally help it function better. So that can sometimes even reduce tinnitus. And I've had a number of patients say that after I've done the work on them, that they have less tinnitus as well. But there's other people that have it for a lot of different other reasons, and so this might be helpful for a fair number of people. So if you have this problem, give it a try and see how it goes. So if this video was helpful, please share, and we'll see you next time.